This is the next one. It's not as structured as I hoped it would be, but it's okay. It's a bit difficult for me to actually like hold this other brain that I mapped using the way it expresses itself in the real world, what kind of like patterns it follows, what kind of things it expresses, and what they actually entail. So this made me like make a kind of like a map of this brain. And it's a bit difficult to hold it here because it's like a fucking different brain. First of all, like it's just like, in fact, it is a completely different brain, and one brain cannot have another in it. That's impossible. Second, it's a very fucking counterintuitive brain. It's like, it makes zero fucking sense to me to be like that. But that brain, those brains of my parents, I'm gonna mostly talk about my mother because my stepfather, he just didn't give a shit. Even more so. I completely didn't give a shit. Like, I don't know, person living in that building doesn't give a shit. So my stepfather managed to have the same emotional state, the same level of care for someone living in the same house as he did. But my mother, that brain structure was about, so from the receiving end, on the receiving end, it was like you're fucking crippled. It interferes, the pain, with your daily function. Functioning? Whatever. Observing that, so from me being in this pain, what I received was just kind of like this. Oh. So that's pretty much what you get. So like you're, I don't know how to describe this level of pain, because like it's not constant. But it's like, yeah, you're sitting next to someone, and because you kind of moved the finger this way, they're stabbing you. It's sharp, very sharp and very painful in that moment. It's like, kind of, I think, like tooth pain maybe. And then like you put the finger back, but you fucking know that like anything, you don't know what causes it, you cannot figure it out. It's because too many things cause it, kind of unpredictably. But you know that you're gonna fuck up like in a minute, and then you get stabbed again, and you get stabbed again. It's like for 72 hours. And for that, you get like you get this. You get this look. And they leave. There is no actions are taken. No help, no like, oh, there, poor. Nothing. So that is like from my perspective of just being there in pain and being perceived by my mother. From her point of view, I don't have the full understanding, and I will not have it, because I figured out long ago that, well, I just need to be as far away from that as possible. And I am. And I will not go there to figure it out better. But it is as if so what she would say is like, oh, so bad, like it started for you so early. Bad. It's like there is this vibe of I am shit. She is shit. She's like a failure. And me, being her like offspring, I'm also shit. But obviously, because like it doesn't really work like that, you know, in human brains. I'm more shit than she is. Because when she's getting stabbed, she feels that. And when I'm getting stabbed, she doesn't. What she feels instead is like, I failed at that too. I failed at creating a healthy child. And just this, what do you expect me to do with it? Not even like, it's not aggressive. So what the fuck do you want from me? It's not like that. It's just, it's not her responsibility, somehow. No, I don't see anything. No, okay. I mean, I cannot even produce it. I cannot produce this kind of state of mind. In summer, they cut some tall trees here, and then for some reason they stopped. And in some places, they just left the big trunks there. And gradually, some people have been cutting the trunks, and I care. I fucking care. Like, ooh, the idea was to like remove the tree because it's a hazard, and then something probably prevented them from like removing the trunk or something, and now they're cutting, but it's like it's a long process. So I feel more care, more responsibility for that, which doesn't fucking concern me in any way. Like, it doesn't affect my well-being. More, I care more. I feel responsible more than my mother did for her child. And I don't like, seems to be, it's like there is that little responsibility. I don't know how to produce that. My brain doesn't work like that. If you want the opposite, being responsible for the fucking cloud in the sky, yeah, then, you know, contact me. But this is actually the point here. This is why it's a big brain story. You remember I started at fucking pants. I'm a big brain. I was blessed or cursed. I was born with this brain that is highly capable and very inclined to like consider points of view, to consider like it affects me in this way, but if it affects them in that way, and I can figure it out up to the edge of the atmosphere and beyond. I have this big brain, and also I have this this brain is trapped in a body that gets debilitating pain because of like the fucking belts and the way how jeans sit on the on my hips. And that's just one thing, obviously. And it's the irony is fucking thick in here. I'm so screwed being me where I am. I'm so screwed. And being a big brain, I find it very difficult even like to blame someone to get the like the emotional release. Like fuck them. I understand where they're coming from too much. Even though they're coming from like a bad place. It's a bad fucking place. And irresponsible, careless. So there is some word there. This kind of place. See, it's so it's fucked up. And this big brain, from genes to like wherever, consider everything. But I'm surrounded by people who mostly they don't even have these problems. Their buddies are not attacking them. If they have some problems, it's the biggest problem in the world. It's the most important problem in the world for them, because it hurts them. They feel it. Especially not in that state. And like point number 3, they are like very disinclined to be responsible, even for what they are like legally or like culturally responsible for. And they would love to ditch it. I was somewhere. Yeah. And they would love to ditch it even more if they have some problem, because occasionally they do. If they are in debilitating pain, or in some level of pain, it is the most important thing in the world, because they are the world. And I'm not even talking about my narcissistic ex-friend, who is like that, but like up to 1,000. I'm just talking about like, my mother isn't, whatever, a narcissist. She's just a regular person. There's like traumas and problems and difficult lives and shit like that. Just a person. But because of what kind of person she is, what kind of brain she is. Brain, I keep doing that. My brain, because of what kind of brain I am, I inevitably get hurt. I am at a disadvantage. I'm fucked by my own biology, by this body, like physiology, let's say. And I'm fucked by my own brain. Who cares? And I'm fucked by, because of the people who can't care to a degree that I need them to care for my debilitating pain. Not even less than that. I don't know where that level of care that like the general population actually possesses, where it is compared to my level of care. It's like, how powerful a microscope do I need to get? Sounds very self-important, huh? Huh? Feel attack? Feel attacked, yeah? What the fuck she's talking about? Who the fuck is she? Why is she so ungrateful? Who fucking told her that anyone should care? No one owes you anything. We'll have through our own struggles and things like that. Blah, blah, blah. This is the structure that I'm talking about. This is a structure that is only vaguely familiar to me. Again, when I was about 5 years old, I remember once doing something like kind of similar, and I didn't enjoy it. I was like, nah. But no, this is the structure. Taking offense. And ditching and like any responsibility that anyone is hinting that you might want to, pick up. And essentially advocating for like a uncaring system, uncaring world. I'm screwed. Today I think I'm like inevitably screwed, but I have hot pink jeans that hurt my back. There is always something good in every situation, right? Right?